Greetings and welcome to another Impressions video here at Words About Games. Greetings and welcome to another Impressions video here at Words About Games, and today we're going to be looking at Ashen. Ashen is an open-world action RPG set in a dreamy fantasy world that casts players as a wanderer looking to find a new home. The world has been cast in perpetual darkness while waiting for the re-emergence of the Ashen, a creature who provides the world with light. As the Ashen reawakens and brings light back to the world, you're tasked with destroying the creatures who have made their home in the darkness. There's so much here to love, with just about every aspect of Ashen coming together brilliantly and delivering an excellent overall experience. But the most noticeably excellent is how fantastic the world that A44 Games has built is. There's been an obviously huge amount of care and attention that's gone into crafting this beautiful world that can almost lull you into a false sense of security by just how serene it initially appears. Aside from the bandits roaming around, it's quite lovely. The gentle sound of a stream, the peaceful accompanying guitar music, the simplistic beauty of the graphics, which make everything look almost like it was made from clay. That beauty has a sharp edge, however, as you'll soon learn as you venture further and further away from your camp. Even in the storm-swept ruins or deep dark caverns that you'll explore, the game still looks incredibly pretty. Exploring the world and unearthing its secrets is always a pleasure, with some truly breathtaking sights to be seen along the way. This is quite well encapsulated by your camp, Vagrant's Rest. The first thing you'll need to do in Ashen is liberate a ruin and turn it into your home. As you explore the world, you'll find new allies to invite back to your camp. Returning home from a venture will see it slowly transformed from a barely habitable makeshift camp to a fully working village as more and more people choose to call your little corner of the world home. It's incredibly satisfying to return after a long session of questing to see it being built up, as tents are replaced by walls and walls are built upon to create houses. These allies aren't merely recruited to lend a hammer to your rebuilding efforts though. They're your companions as you venture out. They bring unique crafting skills to allow you to augment and enhance your weapons and gear loadouts. They offer quests and deeper insights into the narrative and the world itself, and they also stand in for Ashen's passive multiplayer, which takes a lead from Journey. And there's a lot to unpack there, so let's start with the multiplayer. Ashen features what the developer calls passive multiplayer. Whenever you set out into the world, you'll take one of your main companions with you. This companion is AI controlled, unless another player drops into your game unbeknownst to you. With multiplayer options enabled, other players can jump into your game at any time and give you a hand as you explore and fight your way through Ashen's world, and you might not even realise it. Not that you necessarily need it. These AI companions are no slouches, they're actually incredibly useful in combat. Whereas most games that offer you a constant AI companion will still see you doing all the hard work, in Ashen your allies are more than capable of holding their own in a fight. They'll fight and kill enemies, keep themselves alive, and even revive you if you get cocky and take one too many blows to the head. It's quite a refreshing change of pace to have such a helpful AI companion along for the ride, though they do have a habit of falling into pits from time to time. And you'll need their help too. Ashen is not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Its core combat mechanics are clearly inspired by From Software, though it's not nearly as brutally challenging as those games. There's not much to it. You've got a light and heavy attack, a dodge, and a block if you have a shield equipped. Fighting in Ashen is all about stamina management and patiently studying enemy attack patterns, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. Screw up your stamina or misread an enemy attack, and you'll be punished. Get into a rhythm, however, and you'll find yourself sucked in by the simple yet elegant combat of an excellent game. While this is an RPG, progression is measured through improvements to your gear as opposed to your stats. While your health and stamina bars will increase periodically as you complete quests, your most notable improvements will come as you find and upgrade new weapons or make use of your allies' crafting tables to do things like make talismans, which augment your abilities by doing things like decreasing the amount of stamina your attacks use or increasing your health the further away from Vagrant's Rest you are. You're also able to increase the number of swigs you can take from your healing draft, increase its potency, equip artifacts for major boosts, and much more. All of this costs scoria, which is the experience you'll gain from killing enemies and completing quests. And guess what happens to it if you die? Ashen is an exceptional game. It tells a fairly entertaining, almost fairy tale-like story set in a breathtakingly beautiful world that begs to be explored just for the hell of it. Whether you're plodding through the almost serene peacefulness of the starting area, watching as your ramshackle makeshift camp is built up into a thriving village, or diving into an oppressive underground labyrinth, you'll be struck by just how majestic this game looks and sounds. This is complemented by a simple yet compelling combat system that forces you to stay on your toes and learn patience, lest you have your teeth kicked in by a monster you underestimated. In short, Ashen is a brilliant game, one that is well and truly worth your time, and one that I won't be putting down anytime soon. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please keep it here at Words About Games. We've got tons of content, including our weekly podcast, more impressions videos, patch notes, and our weekly indie game of the week. We also stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/wordsaboutgames every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And most importantly, have a great day.